Let's go across to our guest joining us. Guru Prakash Paswan is the national spokesperson of the BJP. Adil Singh Boparai, also national spokesperson of the Congress Party. Rashid Kidwai, author and senior journalist, tracks the Congress Party very closely, is also joining us. And so is A.K. Dubey, advocate Supreme Court. Adil Singh Boparai, let me begin with you. The first question that will be asked is that while the Congress Party is questioning the timing of this attachment, this is a reasoning that is given ever so often, not just by the Congress Party, but by multiple political parties. But is timing ever a reasonable defense?
Who is the complainant in this case? And how is he aggrieved? For a criminal process to be initiated, somebody has to be aggrieved. Tomorrow, hypothetically, Shivani, somebody dupes you, you will be the complainant.
Mr. Subramaniam Swamy is the complainant in this case, and his argument is that this was a publicly listed company, so public has been defrauded. Just to answer your question.
Which member of the public is a shareholder here? Is there a shareholder who is a member of the public? So this is a witch hunt. This is a witch hunt which has been initiated by the Bharatiya Janata Party, point number one. Point number two, Young India is a Section 25 company. Now for the benefit of your viewers, what is a Section 25 company? A Section 25 company director or a member cannot take money back home. It does not mean that merely because you're a director or an office bearer of a Section 25 company that you are entitled to any proceeds or remuneration. It is an admitted fact that there is no benefit, pecuniary benefit till date to any member of Young India.
Yeah, you're arguing the merits of the case, Adil Singh Boparai. I understand that. Of course, this case has been fought in courts since 2012. There's not been any relief, both on the merits of the larger case or even on the issue of summoning by the investigating agencies for questioning. There hasn't been any relief from court. So I leave that aside because I don't think any of us are, competent enough to discuss the merits beyond a certain point. The question I was asking you, though, was the reasoning of timing given. This issue of timing, that this election is coming or this election is happening, this has become almost routine in Indian politics. But we also know that every 6 months there is some big election going on or coming up. So my question once again to you is this: is questioning the timing enough?
Well, please understand, it has also become routine that the ED, the CBI, and the income tax have become allies and fronts of the BJP. That is also very routine. Pick up the ED cases, 97% of their cases against opposition leaders. What happened to the cases against Narayan Rane? What happened to the cases against Mr. Ajit Pawar? What happened to Chhagan Bhujbal? So basically the EDs become a hound dog of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So on the eve of every election, you unleash them at the opposition party, hoping that people will be prejudiced. But let me tell you, the people of this country are smart, they are enlightened, and they have realized that the BJP is misusing institutions. As far as the merits of the cases are concerned, we are very hopeful and we have full faith in our judicial system.
Right.
And to the Bharatiya Janata Party, the more you resort to your dirty tricks, the more stronger our resolve will become.
Guru Prakash Paswan, your response on that. While this is an ongoing case, it is not a fresh case that has been slapped against anybody. Neither is this a raid. This is an ongoing attachment process that the investigating agencies have been doing for quite some time. And there are multiple attachments that have taken place in history as far as AGL assets or other related assets is concerned. The Congress Party's main contention is you look at what's happening repeatedly across the country over the last 10 years, specifically, let's say, over the last 5 years. It's only opposition-related cases that see any progress, and a lot of it seems to happen very fast during election period.
Shivani, a very warm good evening to you and all my fellow panelists. This is immorality, illegality of highest level, and I am absolutely surprised at the shamelessness of the Congress Party. Let me read a couple of lines from the Enforcement Directorate press release. And the Congress Party and the leaders, I think they should also come out with a press release saying that Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Madam Sonia Gandhi, they are above the rule of law. They are above the Constitution of India. But sadly, that is no longer the fact, because today we have a government that is committed to eliminate corruption from the public life of Indian politics. This press release, and I recommend my friends from the Congress Party to go through a one-page, very short, concise and a precise press release wherein it is said that the ED initiated money laundering investigation on the basis of the process issued by the Honorable Court of Metropolitan Magistrate of Delhi after taking cognizance of a private complaint. And the court has observed that section 406 of IPC, cheating and dishonestly inducing delivery of property under section 420 of IPC, dishonest misappropriation of property under section 403, criminal conspiracy under section 120B. So we have to make this very clear that whenever the Congress party, it suits them, what did Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Madam Sonia Gandhi said? That we are not aware of the thing, but Mr. Moti Lal Vora took care of all the transaction. Now let me read the statement of Mr. Arun Vora, who is a Congress MLA, who is the son of late Mr. Motilal Vora. Mr. Arun Vora has said that these are baseless allegations. Rahul ji cannot make such allegations against my father. We have to understand one simple point, Shivani. The Young India is a company, is a special purpose vehicle, which is obviously the biggest beneficiary of the entire deal. They are owning more than 2,000 crores of property. And who owns Young India? 36%
No, but
of
Adil
the
is saying this is a
share is owned by
non-for-profit
Mr. Rahul
company,
Gandhi.
so nobody can eventually derive any benefit from those assets.
Arey Shivani, you know the relevance and significance of a non-for-profit company, but the people of India, they deserve to know who owns this non-for-profit company. The people of India must know that 36% of the share of Young India company is owned by Rahul Gandhi. Another 36% of Young India company is owned by Madam Sonia Gandhi. And Young India is the biggest beneficiary of the entire scam. So therefore, the biggest beneficiaries, Madam Sonia Gandhi and Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Well,
Then where is the point?
on the issue of benefit, on the issue of benefit,
impropriety of the highest order.
right? You didn't answer my question. I'll come back to you in just a bit. On the issue of benefit, before I go across to our other guests as well, Adil, one benefit that has been, brought in front of the court, which again was taken cognizance of the court, was the misuse of the properties in this case. Now, you may say you can't take these properties in your private name, you can never liquidate them as a private individual, so you can't benefit from them. But they were being used and rented out, and that income can be considered as wrong income, as the court also opined.
That income is being utilized to run National Herald newspaper.
Which only came to being after this case was filed, which was revived after this case was filed.
Secondly, when I was going into the merits, you stopped me from going into the merits. But I have a question for you and for the other panelists, and a larger question for all your viewers. Where is the ED when it comes to Narendra Tomar and his son? He's been caught on camera asking for bribes running to the tune of 1,000 crore rupees. Why is the media and the BJP maintaining stoic silence? That is videographic evidence. Where is the ED? The ED forgets that there is one Narendra Tomar and there is a video which is in public domain. The person on the other side of the video says he's been asking for money. There are allegations of Hawala and allegations of movement of money to Canada. Where is the ED? Where is the media?
Okay. Let Guru Prakash Vaswan answer that.
Muster the same courage
No,
to go after
I was
BJP
going to
leaders.
ask again.